And welcome back, basketball fans, as your Lambton College men's varsity team takes on the visiting Cambrian Golden Shield. Lambton coming off a tightly contested ball game against 402 rival the Fanshawe Falcons last weekend, coming away with an 85-81 victory. Rolling into here playing the Cambrian Golden Shield, who are currently 0-4 on the season after two tough back-to-back weekends against Niagara and Sheridan College. Coming into tonight, Dave, these Lambton College Lions are shooting their three-point percentage is second overall in the OCAA. What do you see as a key to the game?
Well, the key to the game is trying to get the ball inside to create those shots, and they've been able to do that with Sean Hill and Mike Lucier lately, and obviously we've got some great shooters on the team, and let's just see if they can perform early on.
Lions control the tip as Marshall crosses over. Ball deflected. And Cambrian will receive possession. Lions come out here in a little bit of full court man-to-man.
Probably expect a lot of man tonight. I don't think they're going to show too much zone or anything else. That a couple other coaches from other schools here may be scouting them tonight. We saw a Redeemer coach down there, so I'm sure Coach Grant won't tip his hat too much.
Anderson misses on the long three attempt. It's collected by the line. Sean Hill pushes on the right side. Power move there. Sean Hill wrapped up by the big man, Thomas Cooper. And Lions will maintain possession.
Some pretty good size from Cambrian here.
Hill good from beyond the arc, and that's a good start to this ball game for Sean Hill.
No real big height on the team here, Matt, but they look to have some thick guys there that always is needing the OCAA to play at this level.
Soiree starts out. He'll find Laverne Giroux in the corner. A good interior pass. Giroux gets it back. Hill dish.
3 on the clock.
Gillies, long attempt, and he airballs it. And here's it from the Lambton bench and supporting staff. Tony Smith bringing the ball up, rookie guard, sitting 5th right now in the OCAA in assists per game. He drives and takes, stripped. Lions will maintain possession.
Yeah, Tony, a great addition here to the Lions this year. He came in and he's just was told by the coaching staff we need someone to bring the ball up and give out some assists, and he's been very, very unselfish to start the season. I think he's 5th in the OCAA currently with assists.
Definitely guy that controls the offense here for Lambton College. Really, everything runs through him at the top. And here's Mike Lucier on his steal. He's going to push. Jason Marshall with him. He drops to Hill. Hill cuts in. He's fouled. Looks like Hill will be going to the line there. Lambton College right now, quite the improvement here, Dave, actually sitting 1st in the OCAA in free throw percentage per game. So tell us a little bit about what you know and what's really made the difference in free throw shooting for the Lions here this season.
Well, I think it's just been something that Coach Grant has really drilled to the players that last year they lost a couple crucial games from the line, and the guys obviously put the time in the gym, and it has shown. And obviously the conditioning you have to be able to shoot those free throws late. The guys seem to be in quite good shape too, practicing all summer and playing as a team against some semi-pro players in the A Detroit League that really improved a couple guys.
Giroux missed long there on a three-point shot, and Lions will maintain possession now as Smith takes the ball over the half-court line. He'll look to set up the offense, crosses over, finds Hill. A backdoor screen. He pops out for 3, and Sean Hill drops it from beyond the arc. Lions up 10-0. 7:56 to go in the first quarter. Soiree now for the Golden Shield. And it foul there on Sean Hill off ball. Lions here have really struggled early on in the season in terms of foul trouble and fouling per game as the Lions look to check in Frank Benet, who's one of the only bench players, the only bench player in fact, to check in all 3 games here. As we go to timeout, join us on the other side. And we're back here as the Lambton College Lions have jumped out to an early 10-0 lead over the Cambrian Golden Shield. First personal foul called before the break on number 5, Sean Hill. Sean, who got into some foul trouble early in our last home broadcast against the Sheridan College Bruins, looks to keep out of some trouble here tonight. Mike Lucier, great on the defensive end with the block. He'll look to push to Marshall. He corrals, lays up with the right hand, and that's another great play by Mike Lucier to break out to Jason Marshall. Gillies trapped in the corner. Lucier deflects, now corrals, and he'll look to slow it down. And a blocking foul there on Dwayne Gillies. Tony Smith to inbound here. Lions, of course, 2-1 on the season. Started off the season very well against defending CCAA champion Humber Hawks with a large win there. Came back a little bit of a hangover game against the Sheridan Bruins. Ended up falling to the Bruins 82-76. But as we stated earlier in the broadcast, we're able to come back and get a victory last weekend against Fanshawe. Soiree punches in. He finds the big man, number 21, Thomas Cooper. And those are the first points for the Golden Shield. Marshall, ball fakes. Up top, finds Paget on the left side. Cross court to Lucier for 3. Lucier hits it for 3. And the Lions extend the lead 15-2. Soiree now. Soiree back up top.
Nice to see the Lions going right to business here tonight, Matt. So obviously they're going to have a lot of tough games this year. It'd be nice to see some of the bench players get in, which should happen tonight if the Lions can play this well in the remainder of the opening half.
Richie's going to jab step. He's drive inside. He'll find Soiree. Or sorry, that was Dwayne Gillies. Gillies up. And he'll go to the line for 2. Cambrian Golden Shield team here coming in. Tied for 8th in the West Division right now. 0-4 record. Tied currently with Fanshawe and the Sioux. Fanshawe actually dropped a big contest earlier today against the Humber Hawks, which would have given Lambton an opportunity to tie them for 4th place in the standings right now.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable. A big school like Fanshawe, and they just don't have it this year. But obviously, I'm sure they'll turn things around. They've had a tough schedule starting out.
Paget drives, takes left, unable to finish.
And Colton Vader's in the ball game for Lambton.
Soiree crosses over. Paget gets him from behind. And a kickball ruled there on Brandon Paget. Good tough defense. Paget always hard. Makes life difficult for a lot of opposing guards, especially when they come into the Lions' den here. Laverne Giroux. Anderson from 3, and that was deep. Here's Marshall coming up the left side. He'll find Lucier, ball fakes. In the corner.
That's nice to see. Colton Vader's getting involved in the game quickly like that. Nice open shot for him.
This Lambton team will look for a lot from Vaders, and that's Cooper. Tries its luck again, and he's long. Benet will collect. Lucier finds himself with some open space. He'll slow it down now and find Paget. Lucier crosses. There's the ball back. Paget finds himself open at the top. He's going to fake right. Tries the entry pass to Benet. That's deflected. Soiree will collect for the Golden Shield, and he'll push. Finds Giroux in the right corner. Giroux hits just inside the 3-point line, and this draws our game back to 18-10 Lions.
Nice battle back there by Cambrian, being down 12-0, and changed to the zone after going man for the first couple minutes of the game.
Paget from beyond the arc. He's going to shoot the 3, and Brandon Paget's going to make it. And that is a facet of his game that's largely improved here this year.
I think his new nickname Shooter there, Matt. I think it's Shooter Paget.
And another deep 3 as Gillies answers the Brandon Paget 3-point shot. And we got a timeout, Lions. Lions lead 21-13, 4:14 remaining here in the first quarter. And welcome back to the contest here as we wrap up Lions timeout. Coming out of the timeout, the Lions will look to build off this 21-13 lead. Dave, what have you seen so far that's allowed the Lions to jump out here early in the first quarter?
Well, obviously we've had some good fast shooting, and guys are getting open, and when you get open looks at this level, usually you're going to be pretty productive. I think the coaching staff, though, with that timeout, a little upset with the defense the Lions are playing. I'm sure they're not all about the points today. They want to see the guys play defense and play it properly, although Cambrian has made some pretty long shots to start also this quarter.
Hill open for three. He's going to shoot it. Back iron and out. Marshall unable to corral, and it'll be Golden Shield ball. Soiree coming up here. Tied for leading scorer on this Cambrian Golden Shield team at 11.5 per game. Calls for a screen left. Drives right. Colton Vaders gets up there, and he swats it away. There'll be a foul called on the ground. Foul there on Mike Lucier. We have seen some good defensive possessions here by this Lions squad early on.
I think they actually gave that one to Marshall. Tony Smith back in the game for Colton.
Soiree misses. This Cambrian Golden Shield team comes in here shooting only 58% from the free throw line, which is in the lower tier, lowest of the low tiers here in the OCAA.
Well, I mean, it's not Shaq-like, but it's pretty low.
Paget for three. Unable to convert, and there's a boogeyman down low. Tony Smith collects the offensive rebound, goes back up, and he draws contact. Tony Smith to the line as a foul call there on number 12, Dwayne Gillies. Smith, the lefty, adds another dimension to James Grant's offense here, really being able to bring in Tony Smith and be able to take Brandon Paget and Jason Marshall off ball control this year has really opened them up. And with Paget's newfound ability to shoot the ball from beyond the arc, we're really going to see how well this offense flows for the rest of the season. Soiree comes up. He'll pull deep. He buries it. 23-16 Lions. Smith collects, directing traffic. A nice no-look pass to Lucier. He comes out, fadeaway jump shot misses. Soiree now, up the right side. Soiree swings around, ball deflected. Soiree again up top. Finds number 21, Cooper. Cooper's going to shoot it, and Cooper's been on fire today. That's another three for the big man, Thomas Cooper. Lions kick it out. There's Lucier. Marshall drives in, kicks to Sean Hill. He's open for three. Sean Hill takes it again, and that's 9 points for Showtime Sean Hill.
Some excellent shooting from both sides of the ball here so far, Matt. Lots of points scored this quarter.
Two teams that both excel from shooting beyond the arc. As we stated earlier, Lions second in three-point percentage, and Golden Shield not too shabby themselves, sitting at 8th in the OCAA. Soiree's going to shoot. Contested shot. Paget collects on the rebound. He pushes by 3 Golden Shield players, and he's fouled on the ground. Could have been a clear path foul. Laverne Giroux gets enough, and they'll keep the ball on the ground here.
Anthony Wesley James now checking in for the Lions, a new player for the Lions this season who's done very well in a limited role. Nice big body there to set screens and do some dirty work for the Lions.
Here's Paget. Jab steps, drives right in the middle of the defense, tries to find Wesley James. Ball deflected. Soiree will collect and push down the right side. Right-handed dribble. Pro hop. A little bit of a dash up. Marshall collects. Finds Smith, who then pushes to Hill. Paget will stop and collect. Coach Grant barks out some instructions from the sideline. However, Tony Smith travels before they're able to set anything up.
So though the Lions have scored 26 points in this opening quarter, I'm sure the coaching staff isn't totally happy. They want them to run plays. They just don't want to keep shooting threes. They want to get open looks and probably get the ball inside, because obviously that's where they've had the most trouble getting the ball inside. They can obviously shoot threes.
Definitely sure that Coach James Grant isn't happy with the defensive performance so far by this team. This Cambrian team only averages 65.3 points per game, and they're well on pace right now to blow that total out of the water. Step in. Nice shot there, unable to convert was Tristan Ritchie, who gets his own rebound. Ritchie finds the newcomer into the ball game, Jermaine Rattray, out of Scarborough, Ontario, and Rattray will go to the line. Rattray here. Another left-handed shooter, and he converts the first. And the second. Smith will collect. Hill open again. Finds Wesley James in the corner. Hill's going to jab step. Find Marshall wide open for three. Jason Marshall collects, and the three ball's going here tonight for your Lions.
8-point lead now with just under 50 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Both teams shooting the ball very well so far.
Rattray off a Laverne Giroux pass. Rattray's going to drive left. He'll push. It's another newcomer to the ball game there for the Golden Shield. That's Jonathan Copes. Missed that shot. Tony Smith collects, able to dribble on his knees and keep the ball alive. Marshall now up top. Hill's going to drive left. Finds Marshall. He's open again. Back rim and out. Wesley James putting in some hard work down there, and he's going to go to the line. Great play there by Anthony Wesley James, collecting the offensive rebound and going up strong.
That's what the coaching staff want to see when a guy gets a rebound. They want to see them go up and try to get the other teams in foul trouble. And a player that's done very well so far this year for the Lions, like I said, in a limited role. They've played such powerhouses. It's nice to see that they're going to get some playing time in here and hopefully keep improving, that they'll get some more minutes by the end of the year.
And just to build off your point there, Dave, the Lions so far, all 5 of their starting players right now are in the top 15 in the OCAA for minutes per game. And as you said, the schedule hasn't been kind to them early on. So you look to a game like this and you're already seeing Coach James Grant go deeper into his bench with the likes of Wesley James and now Ben Pierce checking into the ball game.
And Frank also coming in as Sean Hill over the back there, got his second foul.
One of the largest lineups we've seen this year so far by the Lions, going with Pierce, Wesley James, and Frank Benet. Number 14, Jonathan Copes. Copes, a guy that's kind of a hard-working player for this Cambrian Golden Shield team. He's up there in terms of rebounds and steals, so kind of a hard hat and lunch pail type of guy for this Golden Shield team. Lions lead 30-23. Wesley James in the corner. He's going to find Pierce. Pierce finds himself open on the jumper. He's short, and that'll wrap up the first quarter here as your Lions come out 30-23. Join us back for the second quarter. Back for the second quarter of Lions basketball here as they lead 30-23. Great shooting first half here for the Lions. They've been on fire from beyond the arc, but unfortunately their defense has let them down as the Cambrian Golden Shield have been able to shoot themselves into this game. Jason Marshall for the two-handed block, but body contact, and that'll send Copes to the line.
I believe that's Jason's second foul also, so
we'll look to see another new Lion check into the ball game here.
Tyler Johnson, a product of St. Patrick's, who will check in now for Jason Marshall.
Always nice to see a nice Sarnia product here, being able to roll through the development system locally through St. Pat's and now onto this Lambton Lions team, and check into the ball game here and look to put up some good minutes for Coach Grant.
We got some fancy kicks there too, if you notice there. Pretty nice boots there.
Cope's good on the first and the second. Cuts this Lions lead to 30-25. There's Johnson in the corner. Smith gonna drive left. Lucier back to Smith. Smith crosses over Paget. And Paget's called for a travel. And just like that, we're in a 2-possession ball game here. Something that the Lions might not have expected coming into this game.
Well, I'm sure when it was 12-0, they were probably thinking the game was over, but obviously it's not. This team's going to take them if they keep shooting like they are, but let's see if a little stronger defense there is a strip there by the Lions.
And here we have Tony Smith on the turnover. Brandon Paget open in the corner. He's going to drive, shimmies, rolls. He's blocked there by number 15, Morgan Anderson. Here's Laverne Giroux, trapped in the corner. Giroux deflected. He'll find Anderson, though. Anderson's going to shoot the three, and that's going to deflect out of bounds. You have to think by this Lambton team, they're really kind of breaking into a pressure system in the corners here by both guards and leaving guys open for shots as they're expecting that Cambrian eventually going to cool off here from beyond the arc. Paget spins, kicks to Benet. Benet jab steps. He'll find Johnson. Lucier, double teamed. Smith drives. Cambrian packs the paint, deflects the ball, and Tony Smith has a turnover. Laverne Giroux now, behind the back dribble, crosses over Smith. Pump fake, entry pass, but Smith collects and pushes to Paget. Paget's gonna run it down. He's gonna lay up right, and Brandon Paget now bring it to 32-25.
I think they might have gave the score on the wrong side there.
Frank Benet with the rejection. Eat some Spalding, kid. Shane Gillies not in his house.
Correct score now set there, 32-25, now 28.
Great shot there by Laverne Giroux. Catch and shoot off the inbound pass. That's tough to defend.
5-point lead. Must have had the foot on the line there.
Paget sets up the offense up top. Lucier, low cut. Benet. Lucier in the corner for three. Short. And here's Shane Gillies. There's Morgan Anderson, drives left over Benet. A great move there by the young man. Found his touch from beyond the arc as well as inside tonight.
3-point ball game now.
Lucier's going to shoot again. Benet unable to collect. And now Cambrian has a chance. 1-possession ball game, 32-29. Great defense there by Lucier. Sean Hill gets a touch on it as well. And they're going to call a foul on Sean Hill. We'll look to see Jason Marshall step back into the ballgame, and unfortunately that puts Sean Hill in some foul trouble as well. The Lions only leading by 3 here. That's going to really test this bench.
It's 2 weeks in a row that, or games in a row that Sean's had his 3rd foul this early in the ballgame. 7-12 remaining in the open half and already have 3.
Marshall, great defense, collects. He'll push. Soiree hacks him. No foul there, but Jason Marshall able to convert with the left hand. And now Soiree back the other way. Marshall, tight D, up top. Smith's going to switch on the defense. Frank Benet up top on Cope. He gets a hand on the ball. Soiree from beyond the arc on the right side. He's going to cross over, drive left. Tries to go back door. Shane Gillies unable to corral. The Lions will push quickly. Lucier squares up, finds Marshall, who's wide open. Marshall, Jason Marshall for 3, and that opens this Lions lead up to 8 points, 37-29. Laverne Giroux pump fakes. Inside, his pass is deflected. Lucier will collect. Finds Marshall again in the corner. Marshall unable to convert. Marshall collects his own rebound. Marshall up top, finds Smith on the right side. Smith, good entry pass to Lucier. 5 on the shot clock. Smith's gonna pull from long range. Unable to collect. Lucier kicks to Paget in the corner. And the Lions are cold from beyond the arc right now. No push in the back there on Frank Benet, to the dismay of the Lambton bench. And Cambrian will have possession after a timeout by the Golden Shield. Lions lead 32-29, 5:52 remaining in the second quarter. Welcome back. A correction on the score there. 37-29 Lions lead. 5:52 left in the second quarter. Lions have been able to combat a nice run there by the Cambrian Golden Shield, and on a 5-0 run currently right now. What have you seen from the Lions defensively that have helped them in this run here, Dave?
Well, they're obviously covering them a little bit deeper here, and obviously not going to let them just shoot the 3-ball on them. And they obviously were hot, and they'd try to shut down the 3-ball, and they did. They don't look like they've got a big inside game, so let's go to the perimeter and shut them down.
Paget deflects the ball and out of bounds. Laverne Giroux now to inbound. And a nice play there by big number 21, Thomas Cooper.
Yeah, nice touch there for a couple.
Smith on the right side. He'll find Paget up top. Back to Smith. Smith's going to entry pass to Lucier. He'll pump fake. Try to find the cutting Frank Benet, who can't close his hands on the ball. Soiree now for the Golden Shield. Smith tries to get a hand on it. And there's Laverne Giroux, inside shot. Unable to convert as Mike Lucier grabs the ball with one hand. Paget to push now, down the right side. He'll stop, start, drive in on the larger Copes. Little contact there, no call. Laverne finds Soiree in the corner. He'll cross on Mike Lucier. Smith collects a loose ball. The boogeyman, Tony Smith. And an offensive foul called by the back referee on Brandon Paget, who is coming down the floor. And that negates a nice Tony Smith dunk.
Well, I didn't see it myself, so I can't really comment on the play, but I'm not sure if there was interference there or what happened with Brandon, so.
Soiree up top now. And we'll see another member of the Cambrian bench come in. He takes the first shot, Troy Williams. Shield will maintain possession there. Tristan Ritchie inbounds. Ritchie finds Cooper, cutting Copes. He'll drive right, throws it up over Marshall. Smith will collect the rebound, look to push. Smith again drives, finds Lucier from beyond the arc. Lucier is going to shoot that front iron and out. Vader's there. And another whistle here.
Missed the reset there on the shot clock.
Vader's to inbound. Lions offense really becoming stagnant as they seem to be settling for outside shots. And as Mike Lucier drives inside, he's denied, forced into a traveling violation. And another opportunity for this Golden Shield team to get themselves back into the ballgame.
Well, the Lions don't have much luck with the officiating so far, but you just got to play. I mean, they're much better than this team, and they're just going to sit there and shoot threes and could lose the game by shooting threes against this team. Get the ball inside.
Soiree up top. Nice pull-up jump shot there by Troy Williams. Unable to convert. Lucier collect. Now Smith dribbling up the right side. Smith crosses over, takes his man inside, kicks out. Jason Marshall open for three. And that's usually good, but even that's not falling for the Lions right now. Entry pass deflected, and Lucier collect the loose ball. Ritchie defends Tony Smith, but he sneaks by and drives to the rack. Tony Smith with a beautiful play.
Can't guard that.
Soiree up top. Crosses over, pulls Marshall out, uses a Cope screen. Copes rolls to the basket. Soiree with a good look, but Copes didn't find it. Paget will push left, all the way down. Body control, unable to get a foul call there again. Paget will tough D, he strips the ball. He's going up, and a foul. And that perhaps, Dave, was a little bit of a makeup for the last one not getting called.
Well, they've missed a couple on Paget there. He gets contact almost consistently when he goes up, but sometimes you just got to watch these referees. You give them a bit of ear, and they're not always going to have it your way when it comes your time to get a call.
Timeout Golden Shield as Lambton extends the lead 41-31. Brandon Paget for continuation when we come back. Out of the timeout here, Brandon Paget will look to shoot his free throw shot after a nice play. Paget body control move, finished with the right hand, able to get a little contact on the way up. Perhaps not as much contact as he would have had on the play before, no foul called. But anyways, he'll get to the line now. Opportunity to extend this lead to 11 for the Lions.
Ben Pierce also checking back in for the Lions.
Ritchie now crosses the timeline. He'll find Laverne Giroux. Dribble drive. Picks up the dribble. Ben Pierce with a great defensive possession. And the loose ball is corralled by the Lions. Marshall will cross over. Marshall fakes. Smith. Interior pass to Pierce. Pierce unable to hold on to the rock. And Laverne Giroux is going to be going the other way. Laverne Giroux pump fakes. Anderson. Now we got Ritchie up top. Ritchie's going to cross over. Ritchie pump fakes. Pulls up. Nice free throw line jump shot there by Tristan Ritchie as this Cambrian team continues to find holes in the Lambton defense. Smith up top. Marshall with the pump fake, crosses over. Finds Paget on the left side. Paget's going to jab step, drive into the teeth of the defense. Beautiful pass to Ben Pierce. Gets the defender up, unable to convert. Lucier up over, and he can't convert either. And a nice rebound there by Laverne Giroux, who's fouled immediately by Ben Pierce.
Unfortunately there for Ben, got a nice rebound and wasn't able to put the bunny back up.
Lambton's really struggled inside since the Cambrian Shield have gone to this 2-3 zone. Lambton's struggled to be able to find some clean shots from in the paint.
Still lead by 9 with 1:27 remaining in the opening half.
Lucier steals. He'll find Paget streaking down the right side. Paget's going to go up, and he'll double tap the rim and extend this Lions lead now, 44-33. 1:13 remaining in the first half. Laverne Giroux pull-up jump shot just beyond the free throw line, and that's good. Paget over the timeline. Finds Pierce in the corner. Pierce looks for Paget cutting in, who wasn't expecting that pass. Smith deflects the Laverne Giroux pass attempt over to number 21, Thomas Cooper. Cambrian will maintain possession. We'll see Ritchie check out and Alexander Matthias check back in for the Golden Shield. Golden Shield doing a really good job being able to find holes in this Lambton defense. A couple times down the floor they've been able to take advantage. Lambton squeezed on the outside, and they've been able to come inside with a couple head fakes, some nice interior passing, take advantage of the mid-range game right now as Laverne Giroux will go to the line.
Another foul on Marshall. I think that could be his third. Colton Vader's back in the game.
Puts a lot of pressure here on these bench players for the Lambton Lions, with both Hill and Marshall in foul trouble early here. 10-point game. 9-point now. And the young man, Colton Vaders, didn't see a lot of action on the floor last year and thrust into a situation now where he'll be forced to perform for Coach James Grant and these Lions. Smith finds Marshall. Smith in the corner. Smith jab steps, comes in. Smith with a beautiful play. The boogeyman, Tony Smith, going hard to the basket.
And it looks like he's got a matchup there he can beat quite a bit, so look to see Tony in the second half taking it to the rim.
Thomas Cooper there.
15 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock.
Matthias dribbles. Lucier rejects him. And Smith looks to find Pierce on the run. Pierce, another scoop, and Pierce air balls. Looks like Cambrian will hold for last shot here. 9 on the game clock. Laverne Giroux crosses over. Another mid-range jump shot. High off the glass, unable to convert. 3 on the clock. Vaders looks. He's coming right. Unable to get the shot off was Colton Vaders, as the Lions will go into the locker room with a 10-point lead, 47-37. Join us back here for the second half. And welcome back for the second half, basketball fans. In this matchup against the Cambrian Golden Shield, your Lions leading 47-37. A first half score that many didn't expect coming into this ball game, as the Cambrian Golden Shield have been able to shoot their way to a 10-point deficit. These Lions, usually anchored by the strong play of Mike Lucier. Mike's been very quiet in the first half, only 5 points, Dave. What do you see some adjustments that the Lions need to make in the second half in order to build on this lead?
Well, I think they just can't shoot threes. You just can't come out and against the team just try to shoot threes. This should be where they're running some plays, and I think halftime adjustment, you'll see it from Coach Grant right away.
Hill pulls from beyond the arc. Hill collects his own rebound, finds Lucy in the corner. He'll dribble left. Marshall wide open for 3. He knocks it down. Jason Marshall off to a hot start, and that brings him up to 13 for the game.
Well, Jason's another case, though. I think that is his forte here with the Lions, and if he can get any kind of open, they should just keep giving the ball to Jason, because he's going to shoot it at 40 or 45% probably if he's got an open look. He's shooting like middle 30s with guys in his face, so I think you should give free rein to Jason. Besides that, let's try to get some plays against these guys.
Now we see a little bit of change in defensive philosophy here for the Golden Shield as they move out of the 2-3 zone that actually forced some turnovers by the Lions in the second quarter.
There's a great play right there.
Sean Hill with a great look to the cutting Brandon Paget.
And a good start to the opening half.
Here's Giroux, finds Gillies. Gillies jab, steps, holds, drives left on Paget. Posts up now. He'll find Laverne Giroux at the top. He'll shoot the 3, and that's an answer. 52-40. Here, Lions lead. Hill drives right. Welcomes the contact and finish strong. Showtime Sean Hill, after taking his seat on the bench for most of the second quarter with foul trouble, comes out strong early.
And there's some pain points we just got there, and guys drive into the hole, and that's what you got to see from a couple of these guys with this great first step they have.
Hill, great job defensively there, getting a hand on the ball. Didn't force the turnover, but forced Gillies into an awkward position, and he wasn't able to get off as good of a shot as he would have liked. Gillies will now take a seat on the bench. Popped there by number 15, Morgan Anderson, who extends his point total to 8 now. Anderson, very good from beyond the arc so far. Smith, pump fakes, kicks. And a traveling violation there on Tony Smith. Tried to cut into the teeth of the defense and fortunately took too many steps. Here's Giroux. Uses a screen right. Finds Soiree. Soiree to the cutting Giroux. He'll pull up. Mid-range jump shot. And Giroux's been great from inside as far as mid-range shooting goes. That's something the Lions should look to take away. Such a quick release does Giroux have. Marshall dribbles. Open for 3, and he airballs it. Giroux picks up, and he'll push the other way. Extends on Lucier. Marshall rejection. And the Lions playing great help defense here as they managed to get a few blocks on this Cambrian team coming into the paint. Paget welcomes the contact, and he'll go to the line, Dave.
Yeah, and that's great to see. I mean, they've taken the ball to the hoop 3 times in the first 5 plays here in the first half, and they've had success, and they could have had success in the first half doing that too, but I think they shot the ball well early, and I think they thought they were just going to 3-ball them out of the gym.
Now they fell in love with that 3-point shot, and it was working well early, as you alluded to, Dave, but unfortunately in the second quarter it went cold, and it allowed the Golden Shield to really cut that lead down. 3-point lead at one point for the Lions, who lucky enough were able to go on a bit of a run there to end the second quarter. Now
nice
start
board.
off 11-point lead, 55-44. Paget's going to drive right. He'll scoop, body control, lays left, and Brandon Paget has another easy layup. Soiree crosses on Marshall. Left side, Soiree's gonna pull up, quick shot. And a foul there on Tony Smith now, taking on the bigger man, Thomas Cooper. Cooper's been very effective.
Only the first foul on Lucier there, so that's a good start for him.
Mike will look to see a little bit more from here in the second half, both offensively and defensively. Is the fifth-year leader of this team and had a quiet game so far, so we'll look to see if he's able to change that here in the second half.
Yeah, I thought without any really big height here, I thought that this would be a great game for him to break through in the paint, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Mike crosses over, drives in. Mike lays it in as Brandon Padgett touches rim just for good luck.
A nice play there by Lucier.
Giroux's going to pull from deep. Hill collects. He's going to push now. Hill sees Padgett cutting into the corner. Padgett comes in, and a beautiful layup by Brandon Padgett, the OCAA's leading scorer, and he's off to a hot start here in the second half. Dribble right. That's Cooper. Great defense there by Mike Lucier. Lions will have possession after a Cambrian Golden Shield timeout. Join us after the break. Welcome back to the ball game here as the Lions extend the lead 61-46. They'll maintain possession as Tony Smith will bring up the ball here. Lions off to a hot start here to start the second quarter. Brandon Padgett and Sean Hill both excelling, and a lob up to Mike Lucier from Tony Smith. Uses the contact and lays in strong. Soiree drives and Lucier rejects him. It's a block party here for the Lions tonight. Inbounds play. He'll find Matthias. Matthias dribble right. Touched off Tony Smith. Cambrian will maintain possession, 12 on the shot clock here. Giroux calls a play up top. Matthias now collects. Inside move to Giroux, who's got that mid-range game going, and he converts again. Laverne Giroux doing his darndest to keep this Cambrian Golden Shield team in the ballgame.
Yeah, shooting the lights out. You have to give credit to the kid. He's got lots of confidence, and he just keeps draining.
Marshall crosses. Padgett up top.
8 on the shot clock.
Hill drives, finds Marshall on the outside, kicks to Lucier. 4 on the clock. Lucier puts it up. Front rim and out. Here's Giroux now. Cuts the middle of the floor. Soiree pump fakes, drives in, no look pass. Lucier rejects him again. And this Lambton College defense is just running Cambrian out of the gym right now. Padgett goes up, and a traveling violation as this one referee really doesn't want to see any dunks from the Lions here tonight, Dave.
No, he's called a couple questionable ones on Padgett, and I think sometimes these officials just like to test out their Fox 40s a little bit too much.
Here's Giroux now. Matthias up top. Drives left. Stripped by Smith. Great defensive play there by Tony. Marshall pushes. Beautiful Euro step into the lane. Jason Marshall just leading his team right now. Giroux up top. He'll call a play. Find Matthias now. Into Cooper. Matthias stripped.
4 on the clock.
Cops turns. Giroux's going to pull from just inside the three-point line. And Laverne Giroux is absolutely stroking it. Marshall wide open for 3. Thinks better of it. Lucier. Smith drives to the lane. Hard contact there, no foul call. Lambton will offensive rebound. Marshall pulls from 3, and Jason Marshall is doing a little bit of anything you can do, I can do better. Giroux, great move there. Way to keep control of the ball. Finds a cutting Kops. Kops lays in strong with the left hand, as that young man's had a good ball game here tonight as well. Oh, Smith with the crossover, breaks an ankle. Lucier steps back. He'll pull out, finds Sean Hill open for three. Hill misses. Giroux will collect. Marshall caught in the front court. Giroux crosses over, goes left, up and over Lucier. He'll get a piece. Jason Marshall open in the front court, as well as Tony Smith, little behind the back dribble. And Smith lays in with the left hand. Not exactly how you draw it up, Dave, but it gets the job done.
Waiting for Marshall to dunk one there and eclipse Russ Fox, but wanted the assist there.
We'll have a couple subs here checking in. Andrew Labby, number 54, native of Blind River, checks in for the Cambrian Golden Shield, as well as number 4, Shane Gillies.
And Mike Lucier given a well-deserved rest, as does Sean Hill. As Benet checks in, as does Wesley James.
Both Benet and Wesley James giving some good minutes here to this Lambton team so far tonight. Look to see if they're able to build off that. Not sure where the travel call is there, Dave. That's a questionable call in my books.
Yeah, it's just kind of unbelievable, but that the more talented team's going to get called with 5-6 travels.
I'm just not sure where that came from, as he had dribble the whole way. There's Shane Gillies. Or sorry, that was Tristan Ritchie. Now Paget in the corner, he'll drive right. Paget goes up, no foul call, and that's outrageous. Kops now comes in, up and over. And 70-54, Lions lead. Marshall on the left. Finds Wesley James inside, who's doubled. Marshall's gonna dribble, stop and pop. Finds cutting Paget, he'll lay in with the right hand. And it's a two-man game here for this Lions, as Marshall and Paget lead the way. Cutting to Cooper, Benet deflects and rejects. And it appeared to have hit off the chest of the Cambrian player, but it'll maintain Golden Shield possession. Cooper finds Labby, stops. And a double dribble call now.
It's almost become comical here now, so the referees are just making things up almost.
They continue to hear it from the Lambton faithful here. Smith, great play. Deflects the ball from behind Tristan Ritchie, sorry. There's Shane Gillies. Up top, he'll cross over, try to beat Marshall. Picks up the ball. There's Ritchie. Ritchie's gonna drive right. He's corralled by Marshall. Cooper up top, Marshall reaches in. Gillies has the ball stolen by Smith. Marshall breaking out. He's up. He's gonna lay that one in.
Lions increasing the lead now to 20.
The Lions seem to be taking advantage of their superior athleticism here in the second half. Shane Gillies, floater in the lane, unable to go. Benet collects. Marshall surveys. He'll pull up on the right side. Deflected by Ritchie. Ritchie's off to the races. Not exactly Larry Bird form, but gets the job done.
Wasn't very fluent there, but got the job done. Almost made a blooper highlight reel there, as he almost took out his own ankle.
Smith behind the back dribble. He'll find Marshall open from beyond the arc. Unable to convert, but Smith gets the offensive rebound. He'll find Paget on the other side. He'll try his luck, and Paget knocks it down.
Shooter.
Brandon Paget and Jason Marshall just strapping this Lions team on their back and saying, here we go, boys. Carry him to the line to victory. Pulls out. That's Ritchie, floater in the lane again. Unable to convert for the second time. Benet puts it on the ground, finds Paget. 3 on the game clock. Marshall's going to pull for 3, and he hits back iron. But the Lions, after a great showing in the third quarter, will head into the fourth, 77-56. Back for the fourth quarter as the Lions lead 77-56 here on some Saturday night basketball at Lambton College. The Lions will look to close this one out against the visiting Cambrian Shield. Dave, what have you seen so far in the second half that's allowed the Lions to build this strong lead? And what do you think they need to do in order to close out here tonight?
Well, they're just showing some more athleticism. They're running the ball. They're getting a lot of points on the fast break, and they're just playing tough defense down there. A lot of block shots, a lot of collapsing help.
Laverne Giroux, tipped by Lucier, and Vaders will collect. Pull across the timeline, he'll find Paget. Paget's going to cross. Lambton appears to be setting up the offense. Finds Benet. Benet's going to put it on the deck. He'll find Vaders from beyond the arc. Vaders back ironing out. Cooper collects, and now the Shield will go the other way. Laverne Giroux, he's going to pull quickly as we perhaps will look to see this Golden Shield team start getting a little trigger happy from beyond the arc here in the fourth quarter as they try to cut this Lambton lead. Hill stripped on the drive as Laverne Giroux hits the deck. So there's Lions will maintain possession. Don't forget, basketball fans, to follow the Lions here on Snapchat, something new for these Lions, as they can be followed at Lambton B-Ball on your Snapchat. Stay interactive with the team here.
Nice inbound play there. Set play to Lucier. Getting an easy bucket.
Here's Laverne Giroux up top. Fakes the use of a Cooper screen, and Ratray's going to drive. Going to go hard in. And Tristan Rattray is going to go to the line. Jermaine Rattray, sorry. Jermaine, a native of Scarborough, Ontario. Back rim and out on the first attempt. Converts on the second. Bring the score now, 79-57, 8:45 to go. Paget drives right, finds Benet up top. Benet's going to put it on the deck. He'll kick to Lucier, jab step. Benet looks down the three. Falling backwards, front iron and out. Giroux's going to find Rattray, drives left. Kicks out, there's Cops, able to collect. Lucier gets a hand on it. And a traveling call there. One finally goes the other way for these Lions. Of course, we'll go to a timeout here. Lions lead 79-57, 8:13 remaining in the fourth quarter. Back for the last 8 minutes and 13 seconds here in the fourth quarter as your Lions lead 79-57. Brandon Paget drives left, and a blocking foul there called on Jermaine Rattray, as Paget's really been able to have his way with this Cambrian defense in the second half.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Paget's going to take Rattray to the bank there, so I'm sure they'll keep taking the ball towards him. I don't think he's got the foot speed to keep up.
Lucier inside, puts it up. Gets a couple hands on it, but unable to corral, and it'll be Shield ball going the other way.
Good to see, though, Mike Lucier in there and trying to score in the paint.
Tough game for Mike so far, but he's out there battling, and that's what a true leader and a fifth-year senior does for this Lambton Lions team, and Coach James Grant, I'm sure, appreciates the effort. Rattray drives left, corrals, good hard move. Lucier will collect the rebound, though, and Hill push down the right side. Hill finds Paget in the corner. He's going to pull for three. He's short. Benet collects, though. And we've really seen a conceded effort by this Lions team to rebound the ball here in the second half. Paget collects again. Lucier on Rattray, turns, realizes he has the size advantage, goes up again, and a clear out called on Mike Lucier. Good battling down there. Sometimes it's just not your night, but you can see that Mike's not giving up and really able to get involved with this team more on a leadership side here tonight.
Joel Wilson checking in the game for the Lions. Had some injury problems earlier in the year, and finally his ankle seems to be at the level he can play at, so he's going to get some minutes here at the end of the ball game.
Joel, of course, native of Amherstburg, Ontario, so just outside of Windsor there. Family and friends back home, I'm sure, are proud. Rat Ray up top. Oh, and a quick shot there by Laverne Giroux. Hill will collect the rebound and push, and Giroux will foul right away. 6:55 here left on the clock. We'll see Jason Marshall check back into the ballgame for Frank Benet. Frank gave some great minutes there. Did what Frank Benet usually does for this team, and that's get in there, get greasy, and take down some rebounds on the offensive and defensive end. Padgett cuts, alley-oop thrown. He's unable to get it. Laverne will go the other way. Rat Ray now, gonna call for a screen, use a cops, drive right, over Wilson. Wilson will collect though.
Wilson gets a stat there with a rebound.
Hill.
Lots of contact there, and Hill doesn't get the call.
Hill's open, finds Wilson. Wilson, nice backdoor feed to Padgett. That's a jab step, but a few too many. 6:18 left here in the fourth quarter, Dave. About time for our segment, magic number. What's your magic number for the Lions here this afternoon?
79.
79. So the Lions have already achieved Dave's magic number. You've heard it here first. Get out the salami and cheese. Cops goes up. He'll collect. There's Padgett. Dishes to Marshall. Marshall wide open for three. He's going to take that if you're going to give it to him. Wilson battle. Good play by the young man, Joel Wilson. Opens up the ball for Marshall. A lot of contact, but unfortunately, ball be going the other way.
And another recruit, G. Maness from St. Clair High School here in Sarnia. Now getting a chance, also had some injury woes with ankle problems earlier in the year. Now healthy enough to play.
Getting all the Sarnia guys here into the game tonight, making family and friends proud who are in attendance. Drive and kick. Joel Wilson will collect. He'll push to Marshall. Marshall underhands to Hill. Hill's going to drive. He'll scoop. Wilson with an aggressive rebound. Great play there by Joel Wilson. And the clock will expire, but Joel Wilson really eating up some minutes here.
I think there was something wrong with the clock there. Obviously on a fast break, they couldn't have eaten up 24. Now the ref's saying that they had him on a travel anyways.
Quite frankly, I'm not in belief of that, but we'll have Richie bring up the ball here for the Shield. He'll cross over on Smith. Deflects off his foot. Marshall will pick up. Marshall going to wait it out now. Call a play.
G. Maness waiting in the left wing there. Now getting asked to go to the right.
Lions will look to eat some clock here with 5:04 remaining in the fourth. Up 79-57. Maness going to pump fake. He's going to put it up and over. G. Maness, welcome to the OCAA, young man.
Nice move there.
Here's Hill. He'll push. Finds Maness again. Maness pump fakes. May have got a little happy there with the feet, G. Maness, but can't blame the young man. A lot of nerves coming in. First ball game. Up top, we got Shane Gillies. Gillies going to drive right. Kick back door to Richie. Richie unable to convert the easy lay-in.
Nice rebound there by Marshall. He's looking for a bit of help.
Tony Smith now. Smith, nice crossover. Goes left, leaves it for Wilson. Wilson stripped by Richie. Richie's cuts the middle of the defense. Marshall. Wilson blocks him. Joel Wilson. Heck of a play by this young man. Corner three by Richie. And Wilson again with the rebound. Earning some minutes for himself in the future. Joel Wilson having a heck of a game. Great surprise here. Wilson greeted by the Lambton bench as he comes off and Lucier checks in. Wow, what a couple minutes for Joel Wilson.
Yeah, it's nice to see that when a guy had some injury and also didn't get a lot of playing time in his rookie year, and he comes out and impresses the coaches. Good for Joel.
Long three there. Pierce will collect. Tony Smith up top. He'll cross over right, push through, and that's a blocking foul. Two guys converge on Tony Smith. Not too many guys in this league, Dave, can keep up with Tony Smith on that crossover. I mean, I get dizzy just looking at it sometimes.
Yeah, very talented player there, and unfortunately he kept his calm there as looked like the guy stuck his knee out a bit there when he was beat. So Tony leaving the game and doing a great job for the Lions so far, and look to see big and better things even by the end of the year as he gets to know the offense.
Lucier. Marshall up top. Lucier ball fakes to Wilson. Marshall elbowed, drives in. Ben Pierce going to take the shot. And now Richie will push. Stripped by Wilson. There's Soiree now. Avoids his own man. He'll pull back beyond the three-point line. Into Cooper. Richie drives left. Around Lucier, he'll drop to Cooper. Cooper up. Afraid of these big men underneath for Lambton now as they've put the thought into the head of these Golden Shields that every time they go up, they might not be able to get that ball off the glass. Wilson's going to pull for three.
And that's Johnson just missing there.
Pierce collects. Padgett will shoot at the kind roll. 83-57, 2:42 left here in the fourth quarter. Cooper, offensive rebound. Lucier collects. Johnson now pushes to Pierce. Pierce unable to corral.
And I have to think the rest of the bench probably coming out now, so.
Well deservedly too. This bench in their time here on the floor today has really put in some strong minutes for Coach James Grant and the Lions. Seems like whatever he's doing right now, whoever he puts on the floor, they're coming to play and really making a difference on both ends of the floor. Tyler Johnson, one of them, steps up. Labby here now. He'll pull up. Soiree collects. Interior pass. A couple of Cambrian players fall over each other. Soiree open. Interior pass to Labby, finds Soiree again. Wesley James with a strip. And we'll see Joel Wilson check back into the ball game for Brandon Padgett. Timeout Lions, 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter as they lead 83-57. Welcome back for the last 2 minutes, less than for this ball game. Lions lead 83-57.
Tyler Johnson with the ball now, bringing it up the court. Unfortunately, Wesley James trying to set the pick there for him, an ex-football player, and moved his body in there, which is no, but he's obviously trying to get his body into the game and just has to.
Soiree crosses, he'll pull up on Vaders. Soiree will knock down the three. Johnson.
And some pressure here now.
Wesley James to Vaders, back to Johnson. He'll call a play. Uses the fakes a Wesley James screen. Vaders crosses over. An illegal screen there. Called on the young man, Tyler Johnson.
Just a lot of phantom calls tonight, and it's unfortunate. I mean, guys are trying to play the game right, and
these two teams will meet again, of course, tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Joel Wilson called on the foul. As the Cambrian Golden Shield will have a shot at revenge tomorrow against the same Lambton College Lions. Lions will look to close out a weekend at home. Very important games. as they move in to a tough stretch here coming up versus St. Clair on November 13th, and then an away game at Redeemer on November 20th. Soiree unable to convert. Wesley James. Vaders will hold. 1:14 on the game clock. Vaders pressed. There's Tyler Johnson. Crosses over. Kicks to the corner to Pierce. Pierce can't convert, but Johnson does. Able to collect. Johnson up off the glass. And a foul call on Anthony Wesley James. 57 seconds left here. 83-61. And the Shield will find themselves in the bonus.
Just not a lot of flow to this game tonight. The officials just seem to be slowing it down a bit.
Laverne Giroux has had a great game here for the Golden Shield. Big reason as far as why they had such a great shooting first half was he was able to find his touch not only from beyond the arc, but great at just a step or two inside. Timeout Cambrian, 57 seconds left. 83-62, Lions lead. Back for the last minute of action here. Ben Pierce inbound for the Lions. Pierce will carry now behind the back, breaks an ankle. Ben Pierce kicks to the corner to Johnson. Johnson finds Vaders on the outside. He'll take the three. Unable to convert. The Lambton bench is ecstatic right now as these bench players get some action. Pierce will get another chance from beyond the arc. Unable to convert. And the Shield will push. 30 seconds left on the clock. Labby, deep two. Soiree now, up top. They'll shoot the three. Back iron and out. Vaders will collect, crossover. Great play there by Colton Vaders. Heads up, being able to move the ball between his legs, force the defender into contact. 13 seconds left on the clock, Dave. And another tough matchup for the Lions tomorrow. How do you see the Lions playing out and making out this weekend?
Well, I think very good. Obviously, they're just a step above this team. They shot very well. The Golden Shield to stay in the game early, but I think the Lions just have to learn that you just can't keep shooting threes early in the game. I said the exception maybe with Jason Marshall. They played well. They didn't play that great, but they played well enough to win the game, and they won convincingly by 20, so I'm sure the coaching staff will have some adjustments for tomorrow, and we'll see how they do.
Pump fake takes up, and he's rejected. Colton Vaders. Lambton College defense and help defense has been unbelievable tonight. Soiree in the corner, he'll take the shot, and that'll end the ball game. 84-62, Lions win. As always, thank you from myself and my broadcast partner, Dave Walls. We'll be back with our post-game player of the game interview. Stay tuned.